What's up, troopers? My name is Neon and welcome to Season 7 of Battlefield 2042 Turning Point. The season is out right now, so if you do want to play it, go and download it and let's go and get into the battlefield. We got some juicy stuff about the patch notes and telling you guys what is actually new into the game, and I'm obviously going to give an honest review about the visual recall, and we're going to talk about what is actually in the season. So before we get into the video, make sure to actually check if you are subscribed to the channel. If you previously watched content before but you're not subscribed, you're going to see me a lot on your algorithm, and for a lot of people they never actually realize that they are subbed to me. So you could be watching a lot of videos, you could be even watching this video right now and you realize you're not subbed. So you really want to subscribe, troopers, so you could be a part of the channel so you don't miss out on the juicy content. We got so much important content coming out, especially because of Season 7 launch now. So if you're not subbed, then seriously subscribe, I would really appreciate it, and of course leave a like on this video, thank you very much. So in the new season we actually have a couple of weapons. We got a new SMG and a new assault rifle, and we have a brand new map called Haven. Well, honestly, I'm not gonna lie with you guys, I've been a pretty big fan of this. I've been enjoying it so far. So let's talk about the first thing that's actually in the game, what they have been changing, and that is the headshot multiplayer. It seems like they've reduced the headshot multiplayer for LMGs and assault rifles to balance them out when it comes to the SMGs. So the new ARs and assault rifles are actually going to take a free shot to the head to get someone at close quartered. Originally it was 2, so they made it a lot more slower when it comes to the TTK, but this should balance it out when it comes to SMG gunplay. There's going to be some new UI improvements, especially when it comes to the spawning screen. So before you're about to spawn on a teammate, you can actually hover over that teammate and it'll actually tell you specifically who that person is. So if you want to spawn on one of your friends because they need some backup, you'll know where they are now, so it's going to be a lot more easier to navigate on the spawn screen. In the recon class and the assault class, when it comes to C5, they have actually been reduced from 3 to 2. That's definitely going to change a lot of the playing field when it comes to trying to take out vehicles. You might need to use something different when it comes to the assault class. Seems like they really want to push when it comes to the engineer side, and it definitely makes sense because what they've actually done is when it comes to the RPG and the recoil list, they've actually increased the rockets by 1 extra. So this is something what I'm really happy to finally read, and I'm so glad that it's actually happened. So basically when it comes to like rocket launchers or anything being in a tank and you would shoot like a vehicle, something going a lot more faster, like even a jet, and you actually hit that jet but you didn't get no damage and you basically just got the dust off blast, well, there would be hit registration issues where it would go so fast that the hit registration just didn't work. That's why when it comes to choppers and all that, it would be so difficult to sometimes take them down. It seems like they have fixed this issue, so hopefully we shouldn't get no more dust shots anymore when it comes to rocket launchers or being in a tank now. Well, it's a really good thing because I love being a tank player and I get so many of these all the time, and reading this, it makes me so happy. When it comes to Casper's drone, he cannot do any more EMPs anymore. The only thing he can do with that drone is basically just spot people, and that's it. This is a really good thing for most of you guys. If you're using a 4x scope, you'll not be showing any scope glint, so you won't see that big massive light. When that happens, you can never tell the difference from a sniper to someone just using a 4x scope, because sometimes people use that just on a regular weapon and you get this scope glint on like a Phoenix X and it'll be like really weird. So they're removing it so you won't be getting any more confusions, so hopefully it should be a lot more easy to understand which is a sniper or not. Okay, now let's talk about one of the main things in this season, and that is, for me personally, the visual recall change. So what they're doing, troopers, is they are improving the visual recall to try to make it feel a lot more heavy hitting, more extreme, and it really is like if you're playing like Call of Duty nowadays, you see how the visual recall is, it's a lot more hard hitting, you can definitely see it. Well, that's what they have done. It doesn't seem like it's actually impacting your actual accuracy, but with visual itself, it can always put people off by actually playing the game and keeping them consistent, because if you have a weapon it just shoots absolutely crazy, it's very hard to control, and I feel like that is what's really changed right now, is how hard it is to control certain weapons. It definitely makes you feel like you have to burst fire a little bit more now, so maybe the whole mechanic what they originally added before, it seems like this is their final version. I think the biggest thing for me more than anything is actually seeing the distance of gunfights than anything. I feel like with this visual recall it's actually increasing more close range gunfights and medium range gunfights. And when I actually see a target from a certain range, and I think originally before, oh, I can get that guy no problem, I try to do it now and it's a lot more harder. On the new map it's absolutely fine. I feel like how the new map gameplays is so close quartered that you don't really have an issue. Just like Redact and Reclaimed, they're not really issues when it comes to this new visual recall. But when it comes to actually playing maps like Hourglass, their maps are so big, and the way how their maps are designed, I feel like the gunfight and the visual recall is just not lined up to them Pacific maps anymore, because their maps, their cover's been made for Pacific ways, so it actually comes for a lot more longer distance. So you try to play it now with this visual recall, it changes the entire playstyle, and I feel like that's just the one thing I'm trying to wrap my head around, is how much different the game is actually playing now. Of course it does play pretty much the same, but it's just how the playstyle you are as a player, how much more it's changing now. I feel like I'm actually being way more cautious, I'm being way more Pacific how I'm using my weapons now, and I feel like I'm having a lot more closer gunfights. I actually will have a video to actually compare the before and after, so you can see the changes for the visual recall. So if you're already seeing this video, it's most likely already up, so go and check that out. But yeah, that's all the juicy stuff so far. Honestly guys, I'm actually having a blast. This season is pretty solid. I love the new weapons, so good, especially the new assault rifle, probably one of my favorites. But the thing is, the way I'm using these new weapons, they are really, really good. Just like always new season weapons, they are always been so overpowered, and the new assault rifle and SMG are exactly that. Just way too good. But yeah, troopers, what are you waiting for? Go and play Season 7. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, be a part of the Pink Wig Army, and I'll see you on the battlefield.